like dudes forget like in the 70s what you had to deal with, like what they was playing.
Well,
with.
it was a lot going on, definitely in
Yeah.
the 70s.
Come
But one
on,
thing is
man.
for sure, though. One thing is for sure. In the 70s, they had very good shooting percentages. You had to be able to shoot. Now, there was a lot of possessions back then, too.
Because it was
You
no
know
time
why it was
clock, no shot clock.
Well,
right?
no, they had a shot clock. But,
They
you know,
did?
yeah. But it was the issue was this, though. Well, not even the issue, but the reason that there were so many possessions is because a lot of shots was being made. Like, dudes could actually shoot. You know, we had 140-point games, 120-point games. That wasn't because they couldn't play no D. Here's the thing that we always forget. People always forget. In the 70s is when you started seeing black players emerge in the league. So the ones that was actually there already, that was the best of the best that they were going to allow into the league. Like maybe they weren't even the best black players, but these are the ones that made people the most comfortable. You understand? Like, so it wasn't a lot of black players in the 60s and 70s. It just wasn't. You probably could have like 4 or 5 on the team in the 60s, and then in the 70s, they opened it up a little because you know why? They needed to make money off of their labor. And they wasn't getting a lot of money like that. Only certain players was getting contracts. However, it can't be taken out the mix that, yo, it wasn't a lot of black players until the 70s. You know, we got to look at it like that.
Because then they had 2 leagues. They had the ABA, then they had the
The
NBA.
ABA had see, and here's the thing: the ABA had a 3-point line.
And
They had a 3-point line.
They had most of the black players.
You damn right. And
So-
you know what? So they had to merge because the NBA was going to fold without the ABA because they needed that star power.